Hey guys, this is Jeff, and today I'm going to be talking to you about fish oil and some of the benefits you can expect from taking it. I'm sure a lot of people watching this video will have already heard of fish oil. In fact, fish oil is actually the most commonly taken supplement in the US. About 10% of people in the United States currently take fish oil. So I'm going to talk about some of the best reasons to take fish oil, maybe some of the myths behind fish oil, and also some of the cons regarding fish oil. So the reason that I most often recommend fish oil to clients is typically due to joint issues that the client might be having. Fish oil has been shown to improve joint health in those with rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis, and a bunch of other degenerative diseases. We know that EPA and DHA, when taken in fish oil or just by eating fish, can actually reduce the amount of cytokines and prostaglandins in the body, which contributes to a lack of inflammation. So it helps to reduce inflammation. So that is, as far as we know, the main way that fish oil helps to maintain joint health and to improve joint health. While on the subject of joint health, though, I should mention that fish oil is not a miracle cure for joint health or for anything really that matter. So you can expect to see maybe some modest, some smaller improvements, and I find that for myself and for clients that I work with, it's better for preventing future injuries and incidents than it is necessarily for fixing an already somewhat severe problem. So insulin sensitivity is literally how effective the body is at using insulin to reduce elevated blood glucose levels. So if you do not have good insulin sensitivity or you're insulin resistant, it's going to lead to sugar staying in the bloodstream for a longer period of time, which will then lead to weight gain, bodily damage. Sometimes it'll lead to problems within the bloodstream itself or the organs, and eventually it can cause type 2 diabetes. So it's obviously very important to be insulin sensitive, and the fact that fish oil has been shown to help out with that more often than not is a pretty big benefit. Fish oil can help, or at least it's shown in certain studies, to help transform white fat into brown fat. So brown fat is often referred to as the good fat, and it's referred to as the good fat because it is metabolically active, a lot more so than white fat, which means that it tends to use up more calories, and it does so, it uses up more calories in an effort to warm up the body. So it's a good thermoregulator for the body. So we don't really know what rate this conversion takes place at. So most likely it's not a huge conversion. There's a few other things you can do to help convert white fat cells into brown fat cells. But yeah, fish oil should be seen more as just another way to help that conversion and another way to improve insulin sensitivity a little bit. It's not amazingly good at either one on its own, but it's a piece of the puzzle. So even though, like with joint health, it's not the only thing you should rely upon, it is something that you can maybe expect to help out a little bit. Another one of the main reasons why someone might take fish oil or be curious about taking fish oil would be to prevent heart disease. And there's definitely a few ways in which fish oil can help prevent heart disease. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to stop heart disease in its tracks, though. One thing that fish oil has consistently been able to do in studies is reduce triglyceride levels in the blood, which is a good thing. As far as its effect on LDL and HDL cholesterol levels, the studies have been kind of mixed. So some studies show improvement, while other studies really don't show too much of a difference. And really the same goes for blood pressure as well. I think overall there has been a slight reduction for a lot of people in blood pressure, but it's not anything ever too notable. Fish oil has consistently been used as a blood thinner, though, and it is pretty effective as a blood thinner. A good dose of fish oil can be comparable to like a baby aspirin, which a lot of people do take to thin their blood. So if you're curious about that, ask your doctor. And I think that about sums it up for heart-related things, cardiovascular-related things. The jury's still out on a lot of, what fish oil may or may not do. And even though the jury is still out, that doesn't mean you should not look into fish oil or just eat a good amount of fish. Studies have shown that nations that consume large amounts of fish are a lot less likely to develop certain diseases, heart disease being one of the big ones, diabetes being another one of those big ones. So there's a lot of supporting evidence out there, maybe not direct evidence, although there have been some supportive studies. So it definitely is worth looking into. As far as the negatives go with fish oil, the big one that immediately comes to mind is cost. If you want a good fish oil product, it is going to cost you a little bit of money. And I think actually one of the other negatives would be that a lot of fish oil products are not good at all. When buying a fish oil product, you should be looking for a good amount of EPA and DHA per capsule, or per serving, either way really. I aim to get about 500 milligrams of EPA and DHA, both of those two active components per day. So when purchasing a fish oil, make sure that the one you're buying has a good amount of both. About 500 of EPA, or about 500 milligrams of EPA, and about 500 of DHA as well per serving. There are a few brands that I can think of that I have yet to see put out a bad fish oil product. Nordic Naturals being maybe the top brand, at least one of the top brands. So if you are new to purchasing fish oil and you want to try it out, check out Nordic Naturals. It's a good place to start, and remember to look for high amounts of EPA and DHA. Also, when you get your fish oil, check the dates. Fish oil can go bad. There are oxidation problems with certain fish oils that you may buy, so definitely make sure to check the expiration date and stick with reputable brands. So that about sums it up for fish oil. I definitely think it's a product worth looking into and probably worth taking too. I think you just have to do it under the right circumstances. You have to find a reputable brand. You have to find a good product. There's a lot of bad products out there, probably more bad ones than good ones. And you can't expect it to be a miracle cure. It is a good supplement, but it just doesn't miraculously fix anything. So on that note, that's pretty much all I'll be talking about today. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and take care. Thanks for watching.